really difficult to describe the feeling of riding a wave. It's something 100% dynamic. There's a saying among surfers, only a surfer knows the feeling.
Sometimes that ride can only last 10 seconds, but then the memory, goes with you. Afterwards with your friends, you're like,
talking.
Oh man. Then you start sharing, especially if somebody sees you get a good wave or you see them get a good wave, there's a connection there. Durban's a beach city. People call it surf city in South Africa. When I was living there, basically I started surfing every day because it's awesome. I'd broken a few boards, saved up, and I got the money and I went and bought a new surfboard, and that thing broke the second day I had it. Like, okay, that's it. I'm going to make my own surfboard and I'm going to make it strong, My father had grown up on a farm where they fixed everything themselves. If you need something, you fix it or you make it. So I kind of grew up like that. The woodworking skills were already there and working with my hands. Started researching, and there was a forum of people sharing ideas, and went on there and researched a bit, and then I started making one and started sharing ideas with those guys. Yeah, so I made my first board and I surfed it for like 5 years and it was still in perfect condition, and that's basically how I started. Try again.
The reason I met Neil is because a friend of ours said that he knew someone who was making a wooden surfboard. If I'm going to have a surfboard, I'd like it to be a wooden surfboard. The beauty of a wooden surfboard is that they are handmade, and that makes a big difference. It feels like it's something created that is definitely more special than something that's popped out of a factory.
And then other than that, wood looks so beautiful. The grain pattern, everyone is different. Every piece of wood is different, so every board comes out a bit different.
I said to Neil, I would like him to make me a surfboard. And then he said, why don't you make it yourself? So I was like, okay, why not? Through making my first surfboard, we started then moving along. At that time, we were working in his apartment.
It was a dusty hell.
It was his bedroom was just covered in sawdust. 2.5 years ago, we were looking for a workshop. So we thought, like, where are we going to move the workshop to? And then Neil was like, why don't we just move it to Dong Ao? Because we spend a lot of time here anyway, and it's closer to the ocean.
It was at least a year after we had been here. The rent had gone up a bit, and then we were like, well, there's this way to, people can come here and stay and pay money. This place is called Big Rock Candy Mountain, and the name comes from a song, and the song kind of has the same feeling of freedom and that spirit that we enjoy, and we'll have to do a little demonstration later. Maybe after a beer.
These are the other guest rooms.
We use these kind of things, found objects to make lampshade. We like the reuse idea,
which we collect from other people or just from the side of the street. We made this for ourselves. So we made it comfortable how we feel comfortable. And we've basically just opened up our space for people to come and enjoy with us.
There's the library. Greg Knoll, he was a famous big wave surfer, and he also shaped a lot of boards, He was like one of the early pioneers of different shapes. We look in here and try to get inspiration for our boards. We enjoy the soul side of surfing, so we like to draw out of the history and keep some of the spirit of the past, the 60s style,
I would love this to be permanent. Like this
Every
is
day.
Where I would like to be every day.
Farmers' trees are full of fruit, the barns are full of hay. All bound to go where
Unfortunately,
big change coming.
Yeah, there's a big change coming. We're not going to have this place anymore. The landlord wants it back.
We've always said this place is our university, where we learn how to build things and how to
get water from the mountain.
Now we're thinking of taking it to the next level. We want to buy our own property.
Buy a piece of land.
Make a permanent. This place is finished. Okay, so what do? We love the lifestyle, so we're not willing to give it up. In fact, now we want to try to push it a bit more.